Hi there viewers, today is February the 27th of 2012. I've just done a small weekly reading which I might incorporate on a weekly level to put on the YouTube channel. This is just a global reading really for the planet's vibration. My angel readings I tend to focus in for the readers that will be tuning in, so individual people's energy. And this one I'm doing this with the PSY cards because they're quite potent cards anyhow, but I'm just doing an overview for global energy for the planet. And for this particular week we can see we have this card on the left which is called the Liberation card, then we have the one called the Scales, then this one is called the Cave, and this one is known as Death. Now Liberation, coming back to the left, is actually a scene of two people riding away on a horse in the background, passing through an archway that has gates that would close down on it, so it would be almost as if it was a prison. So there feels to be a little bit of movement of not necessarily freedom for the planet, but a bit of an escape time from perhaps too much harshness going on. There's not total escape, because we can see that there is still a lock and key surrounding things, but there is a perspective of freedom surrounding energy. So there might be a little bit of a lull this week in the way of too much negativity. I feel it's a week of general flow. You can see by the cards there's no great real action cards, and the Scales, I use it as the balance symbol. It tends to say there's a little bit of balance in everything that's going on. It also does mean legal matters. So there could be something that comes to the news relating to legal matters. But when I do this reading, I was thinking more globally about the planet, as in particular, Earth type related activities to do with big, perhaps weather storms or earthquakes or volcanoes, and it feels fairly quiet for this week. The Cave indicates going back into hiding, so an issue that is going into recluse for a short time, which kind of matches that Liberation card, which is what I was saying. You get a certain amount of freedom from something at the moment. It's like an energy is being lifted, so things are in hold, waiting in hold. It's a week of lesser action. And then the Death card on the end signifies something that's actually going to finish off. So there's going to be an ending of some sort, and it will be perhaps something that's been hanging around for a little while, but it finally gets sort of put to bed and it just goes quietly off on its own. And it generally, death doesn't mean complete or final death of anything. It means that there will be a rebirth or a new direction coming, new energies in a new direction. And you can see that on the top of this hill there is still the light shining, which proves to us that when anything finishes, when any cycle ends, there is always another new one to take its place. So the overall reading for this week's cards, just looking at those, they're all cards that denote a little bit of freedom, I think. Freedom from current shackles of some sort, slight liberation, not too much movement, nothing severe going on. So just a week of pretty steady energies that will give a little bit perhaps more lightness to some people around. Okay, thanks guys.